Hi everyone, so today I'm doing something a bit different. I've been working on my peacock journal and I've got my brushes and everything is getting covered in the ink and the pigment from these, and I didn't really have anywhere to put them. So it's really a storage solution of something I used to make years ago and I haven't made for a long time. So tin can, pop them in. It doesn't look very pretty on your desk. So I thought I would show you how I used to decorate my tin cans up. So I've got three, two standard size and one slightly larger tin. So first of all, because now they have a lot of the ring pulls on the top, you get this sharp edge around just on the inside. So if you put your hand in, you're going to get caught on it. When you're cleaning your tin cans, please be careful you don't cut yourself. So what I've done on this one already is I've squashed down that lip that you can see on there. I've just run round it with my little pliers. These are from my jewellery making kit. Any little pliers will do. So I've gone around most of this one, but I thought I'd just show you what to do. So I just give it a pinch. I can't see because I'm turned to the light. I can try and do it that way so you can see. So I just go right on the lip and I give it a pinch, and it almost clicks up anyway, and just go all the way around until you've flattened all of that little lip out, so you don't run the risk of cutting yourself on it. And that now is safe all the way around. What I used to do was, I don't have any left, I don't know where they've all gone. I used to put string, so I'd sometimes put the string on the outside just to finish the decoration, but I'd also glue it around the top and just inside so that it covered that lip, and then go underneath it so that you weren't likely to scratch yourself on it. So I've chosen some papers here that I'm going to do these three cans in. I've just things that I'd like to have on my desk. So this is has an elephant print on with gold on it. This one is a floral one with some birds on it, and then this is a plain one, and I'll probably decorate that with other bits and pieces. Okay, so first of all, I think we'll do the bird one. This is a bit thicker than I would have used, and looking at this, I'm not sure if it's going to go all the way around. It is. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to measure the size that I want. So I go on the inside of the lips of the can. So that is 4 inches. Okay, so I am going to cut this at 4 inches. Let me get my cutting board. Make sure I get it the right way up, so I want it that way up. I want to put this in there. Make sure I've got that at the right size. Hang on. That's the right way up. Cut it at 5 now. Oh, my head today is not belonging to me. Okay, let's try that again. Should do it at 4 inches this time. Okay, there we go. So I am going to put some edging on this. Let's pop that back out of the way. Oh, I hate having no room. It's driving me crazy. Okay. I'm going to ink the edges. It's necessarily going to be seen because I'm not sure where I'm going to put the trim yet, but I'll ink on it anyway. I'm using walnut stain for this one. Can't really read it anymore, it is covered in ink. Eventually when I get my cabin, I'm hoping to decorate it all out in a vintage style, so anything that I'm making now for storage, I'm trying to use that theme. Okay, so what I do is I'm just going to wrap it around the tin. And I am going to overlap it. So that is how this will look. So I'm going to use Fabrifix for this because I want it to really stick well. So I'm going to go right along my edges. And just get zigzag back and forth because I want this to really stick. And remembering to put my little bung. Okay. Where the paper is, I start there because it's quite tacky still there, so it just helps it to start it off. Making sure you've got your paper the right way up. It is easier with a paper that's not this quite thick. I'm pressing it down now as I go around. Making sure that glue really sticks. Okay. And we get to this side. And I'm just going to add a little bit more glue along this edge because I want that to really stick down. Okay. Okay. So that there is your paper stuck on. So I'm going to edge this. I think I've got some different trims. I've got pieces of lace and all sorts, but I thought this would look quite pretty going around the edge, and then perhaps the leaves going over the top of that would look quite nice. Or you could just go with a lace trim, perhaps around the bottom. Oh, actually I like that, I think. I'm going to go with the lace around the bottom, I think. Just keep pressing that down, make sure it's stuck. Okay. So I'm just going roughly there. Measure this. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just around the bottom now, and then I'm going to stick on the lace around the bottom of the tin. These are good for pencils. I've packed a lot of stuff away at the moment with being down here in my living room, and I have a lot of pens and pencils in these tins that I've made in the past. I used to have a market store where I sold all sorts of crafts, and I used to put bits that I was selling in them. They're just so useful. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that that goes down to the bottom but not over the bottom. So you just want it so it's reaching the bottom of the tin and covering up the metalwork. Spread it out. back to the beginning, and then I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, so that's stuck down there. And I think round the top you could either wrap some string around there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of gilding wax around there, just to finish it off. Now, do I go with a gold or this? Apologies, just kicked my camera over. We'll go with a gold. I'm just going to gently rub around there, top. Just going over the metal and onto the paper. So I'm happy with that one. That is the first one done. To clean that edge up. Okay, so let's do another one. I'll do, I think, the bigger, slightly bigger tin this time. The paper's going to go all the way around. So again, I'm going to measure my tin, and that is about 4.5 inches. Let's okay, make sure you get the right end of your paper. I'm just going to go over 4.5. A little bit too much over. Let's trim it off. Okay. So again, I'm going to just wrap it round, glue it, and then see what decor, if any, this needs. Sometimes I find just left plain, just with the papers on, you can add little flowers. Make sure you've got your paper the correct way up. And line it up at the top of your tin and start wrapping. Nice and tight. Just go down the edge again if you need to, so you get a nice clean glued finish on it. That one, I'm not going to do too much with it. It's white inside, this tin is, and I think that just looks really nice with the white elephant paper. Could again maybe just do a little bit of the gilding wax around the top. And I'm going to put some flowers and other decor on the other one because it's quite plain, the next one that I do. Again, I'm just going to go around the edge of the tin with a little bit of gilding paste. Just going onto it a little way, not too much. Just breaks up that edge a little bit. There we go, and that's another one finished. Right, this last one, I'm going to put some embellishments on this one when I do it. It's just so you know it's a 4-inch as I did the last one. It's the same size tin. So take that to 4 inches. Straight the paper off. I've got some little burlap flowers and all sorts that I think would look nice on this one. Fits beautifully. So again, glue all around the edges. A bit of a zigzag through the middle. I'm going to have the darker piece, so this finishes with the darker piece on the outside. And start wrapping. Make sure your underside is pushed down. It's nice and snug when you come over the top. You can just rub off any excess glue, but I want a really good seal on that there. So that's quite a plain covering on it now. That's fine, because we have all sorts that we can pop on there. So I've got some little flowers here, which I will use on it. And I think just to make them pop, we'll just go over the edges of them with a bit of ink. Some lace and some little wooden dots. I should have. I've got some little burlap flowers that I've made up before. I like that one. So I can decorate it with that as well. Just make sure that edge is stuck down. I'm going to use a little bit of lace on it as well. Got one started here. It's quite pretty, quite vintagey. Let's cut a piece of that off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is around the bottom, I'm just going to put a bit of glue around the bottom. I'm going to glue this brown trim on there first. Give that a little trim. Meet those up. I've got so much glue on my fingers, it's just wanting to pull everything off now. And then I'm going to go around that with the lace on top. So much glue on my fingers. And I'm going to go a centre bead of glue right around the middle of that. For the lace. Pop that right in the middle. I should start it there really, where the seam is, so that you can have the other side of the tin without any joins on it facing you. Snip that off so that they meet. Okay, that's the lace trim along the bottom. Could also put, I think I might do on this one, I'll go lace trim at the top as well. Yeah, I'm going to go lace at the top as well. Why not? Let's go all out lace on this one. It's a different lace though. Same one as we used before, so I'm going to go up to the top of this one this time. Wrap it around. I won't pull that round now, look, so that I've got my seam again at the back. Wrap it all the way round to where you started, and then snip it off. These make really good gifts as well, actually. They when I had them on my store, like, you know, I had a lot of people asking if I could make them for them in a certain style and a certain paper for young girls and, you know, kids to have on their desks at home, their pens or friends. They can be used for all sorts. They're nice little desk tidies as well. Okay, so then I'm going to pop on there. I think I'm just going to, have I got any bend in it? A bit of bend in there. I'm going to pop that there. Do I need anything else, or do I put it a bit higher and put some smaller ones? I do like my flowers. I'm going to pop it nearer the top. So, good blob of glue on there. And I'm just going to pop it up there. Just hold that for a second so it takes. I'm just using Fabri-Tac on this. I just think it's a little bit stronger perhaps than using white glue. I don't use for a white glue very often. I don't think Scotch glue or Pritt stick or anything like that would be very good on this. You need quite a strong glue to hold these on. You don't want them dropping off. So I've just glued down those petals a bit more on the back part of the flower, just so they stay on there a little better. They're lifting already. Okay, and I'm just going to go around one or two of these little flowers around the edges, just so they're not quite so white. Probably 3. And then I'm just going to dot them around the bottom of it. That's one. 2, and then one more. 3, just so they come down onto the lace a little, I think. Okay, and there we have our 3 tins decorated, ready to use as desk tidies. So there's that one there with some embellishments on, a plainer one, the elephant with the gold, and a little garden themed one here. And now I have somewhere to hold my brushes. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!